Are you thinking about a New Year's resolution? And is it just always about working out? Well, here with me, I don't do New Year's resolutions because I know I will never stick to them. It's not only that that's such a long time that you have to keep that, or you should keep that New Year's resolution for. It's just something that I rather do like monthly goals or quarterly goals instead of a long drawn out year goal, because I know that if I do shorter goals, then it will be, my goal will be met better and in a timely manner, and I can try to hold myself more accountable to it if I have a short time rather than a whole span of a year. So I do not do New Year's resolutions because I never stick to them. I'll always say I want to work out and just tone my body, but in actual reality, I'd never keep that. So what I just do throughout the year is I make little goals for myself. I always make a monthly goal and I always make a quarterly goal so that I can meet those. So for this quarter, since it is a new quarter, then we are going to start doing a few different things. So it's not necessarily, not all of it is homesteading stuff. However, it's just for my personal goals, so I thought I would go ahead and share them with you just in case you were wondering. So of course, I want to be able to say no to people more. There's so many times that I want to say no to people, but I really can't because I'm afraid I'm gonna hurt their feelings, and then later on when it gets time to be able to do that thing, then I always back out or have something else I need to do or want to do, that I just never, always end up backing out when in the beginning I know I don't want to. So I just need to go ahead and say no in the beginning instead of worrying about, hurting somebody's feelings. I just need to take myself into account and just go ahead and let them know, like, oh, I'm sorry, but no, I really don't want to. And that is okay. And if you have a friend or anybody you know who says no about anything, then that is okay. They don't have to be able to do everything with you or anything like that. Them saying no is setting boundaries, and that is okay for everybody to be able to set their boundaries, because we don't want to push anybody to do anything that they don't want to do. So that is one of the things. Another things for this quarter that I want to work on is my body. Okay, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I have been gaining weight. I'm on some new medications. I do have depression and things like that, so I started a new medication to help with that more, and it's also one that helps with my appetite, because prior I didn't have much of an appetite, but now with this new medication I do, and I'm gaining weight. So I want to just be able to tone up my body a little bit. I think I'm looking really well. I have noticed that in my face I've gained, and then in my other areas, I've noticed too, which is really good. So I just want to tone up those other areas of the back, so that I can look a little bit better and have it lifted up a little bit. So I am going to do that. Laci has a like a little bike that you can do, and we're going to bring that into the house sometime this week, so I could start doing that bike just to get those leg muscles and stuff toned up a little bit. But that is the extent of me working out, other than doing stuff on the land or in the garden or whatever, thing like that. But for the homesteading goal is to try to use up my seeds, like the ones that I already have. Yes, I have bought a few, but I want to start trying to use the ones that I've already had, along with some new ones. I also want to be able to learn more about soil health. Soil health is a big thing with gardening. As long as you have good soil, then you can grow practically anything, and that is something that everybody needs to know, is how to keep your soil health good. So we will be doing that and trying to do more research on that so that we can have better soil, which means in return we'll have better produce and more produce. So that is another thing that I want to focus on. And then also just being more present with my family. Not saying that I'm not already, but I mean, that will be a lot easier when I move. I can be more intentional and stuff, like with my own family, which is always good, and I'm happy about that. so that I can, you know, it just won't be so much all the time, and I can just focus on each one of them without thinking that somebody else is going to feel bad. I'm not saying that's the case, but you know, I'm always just worried about other people. But yeah, so those are some quarterly goals that I'll be working on. Nothing for a New Year's resolution or anything like that. I think that if you have to wait for New Year's to start a new goal, then there's something going on with you, and you need to address that however you need to. And it's always fun, you know, but at the same time, are you really going to hold yourself accountable? Or is somebody else going to hold you accountable? Or do you just need to shorten that time frame and do quarterly goals? So you guys, that is what my quarterly goals are. I think Mike's quarterly ones is to be able to run. He wants to run and try to get a little more fit because he just hasn't really done too much in a while. After the military and basketball, he hadn't done too much. So that's one of his goals to do. But yeah, we are excited and stuff like that. Another good thing to do to try to hold yourself a little bit more accountable is like a vision board or something like that. So you can lay out everything that you want to accomplish and see it every day, and be able to add things on there that you want to accomplish and stuff, so that it will be easier for you, because once something is out of sight, you really don't think about it as much, and it's not really something that you want to do. Or even like having like a list, if you're a list person, writing down all of your goals and then checking them off is a good way to do it too, because then you can see your progress on a piece of paper. You'll have your progress and you can see exactly what you've done, which is always motivating, and then see what you need to do for that amount of time that you need, you know, to finish it up on, which is a really good thing as well. So yeah, so that is really, you know, the main things, you guys. Don't pressure yourself on having a New Year's resolution. It's not always feasible, and it's not always realistic. You know, you see all these people like in January all getting memberships to gyms and stuff like that, and then within the next month or two, you know, they all just cancel them and nobody's in the gym as much and things like that. And that is because they can't hold their self accountable, and it's just too much. You know, you need to start out on baby steps, you know, or maybe even like if you did want to do that, start walking every day, and then from there start jogging every day, and then from there start running every day, and then progress into weights and things like that. I'm no fitness person, you know, obviously, but just start off small. Don't jump full force into something that you know you won't be able to attain, because then that just, you know, can hurt your mental health and things like that. And you know, we don't do that. We don't hurt our mental health. We want to try to you know, progress in life and achieve different things. It's always fun to do and something good to be able to do, and also it just makes you a better person in the end, which is always nice as well. But you guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you don't mind, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That is one of my quarterly goals, is to get to 3,000 subscribers. I've been at this 2,600 mark for a while, but I would really love it if you subscribe, because I noticed some of y'all, you know who, isn't subscribing, and I would really like for you to join our little community over here. It's not much, but we do love conversating and having a good time with each other down in the comment section. So if you have any comments, be sure to leave those down too, because I always love communicating with you guys. But yeah, I will see y'all next time, and Happy New Year.